Hello, Stephanie Hartman here of Catalyst Performance Consulting. I love creating pictures to help my clients get their arms around abstract or complex concepts. My system elements is one of these pictures, and because it's been super helpful to my clients, I'm here today to spread the love and share my model with the rest of the world. Let's start by talking about what a systems model is and when people might benefit from using one. Since organizations are complex, it's worthwhile to investigate how various elements of a system might be contributing to the organization's overall performance. Systems models are good for helping you recognize what's making things work so well so you can keep the good things going and potentially leverage them better. They can also help you uncover and fix what's broken. Without a systems model, there's a good chance that efforts to improve your business by narrowly tinkering with one aspect may fall short if other aspects in your business are actually reinforcing the status quo. I often use a systems model when helping organizations do strategic planning, specifically when analyzing their current state. Without a reminder to consider various aspects, sometimes people create incomplete SWOT analyses because they were only thinking about their business from a few angles. Why the Hartman system elements model? There are lots of great models out there. Some of my favorites are Galbraith's STAR, McKinsey's 7S, and Tushman's organizational congruence model. But I found myself augmenting other models, so I created my own. And this is my video, so I'm going to show you mine. Let's get to it. You'll see that at the center of the model is the term organization performance. I'm trying to illustrate that the combination of elements in any organizational system contributes to the organization's performance or business results. When I think of organizational performance, I mean financial performance, employee experience, customer experience, and product or service quality. Your definition of organization performance may be different. Now, let's talk about the shape of the elements. The three at the top are square to indicate that these elements tend to be fairly crisp and clear to define. The elements at the bottom of the model are round to indicate that they're more abstract and slippery. They can be harder to measure and describe. The diamonds in the middle are both round and square in shape to indicate that they contain aspects that are both concrete and abstract. Before I move to a description of each element, keep in mind that these elements are not mutually exclusive. The elements are intended to provoke your thoughts about various aspects of your organization. If the model makes you think of something and you aren't sure if it's related to one shape or another, don't worry about it. Stick it wherever you like. This isn't a math equation where there's one right answer. Now, onto the elements, starting with strategy and leader behavior. The placement on the page and the dark color indicate the importance of these elements as anchors. I have found that if one of these two anchor elements is way off, efforts to improve the organization focusing on other elements were only marginally successful. Likewise, businesses with extremely sound strategies and stellar leader behavior can more easily weather imperfections of other elements without much sacrifice to the overall organizational performance. Think about it. If your pricing is terrible or your CEO is a raving lunatic, how much does it really matter if you streamline hiring and shave a few days off the process? Strategy. This is a catch-all word to include your organization's values, mission, vision, near and long-term goals, and the supporting strategies to achieve them. It's the approach your business takes to make money and make a difference. Leader behavior. What do leaders at various levels throughout your organization create, promote, or allow through their words and actions? At the top left, you'll find structure and governance. This includes things like team charters, employee titles, reporting hierarchy, and decision authority. This element also includes physical structure like your facility and building layout. Let's move now to the top center where we have work type and tasks. Here, you'll want to take stock of the type of work that occupies your team members' time. At the top right, you'll find processes and tools. This includes things like checklists, policies, and protocols. I'm talking about formal documented processes as well as what people really do. And maybe in your organization, those are one and the same. This element also includes physical equipment and materials. Now, let's move to the bottom half of the model, to those slippery, more abstract elements. On the left, we have people. Here, I encourage you to consider the talent and motivation of your employees. Do your team members have the necessary skills to to do the work well? Do you have enough people? How are people selected and developed? How is their performance managed? And what is done to support and retain them? Next, we have communication. How do communications flow within your organization? How do people find out what they need to know in order to get their jobs done? How do they get their ideas considered and their concerns handled? This includes company meetings, emails, and videos, as well as talk at the water cooler, and more importantly, over happy hour. Last but not least, I've got organization interfaces. Here, I encourage you to consider how things pass from within your organization to outside the organization. Who interacts with whom? How often? For what purpose? And wearing what hat? How do communications happen with suppliers and employment candidates? How do your products and services get delivered to your customers? There you have it, the Hartman System Elements Model, as a tool to help you thoroughly evaluate various aspects of your organization. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know about your uses for the model, or if you have any comments or questions, please share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you for watching. I'm Stephanie Hartman of Catalyst Performance Consulting, building capacity in leaders and teams through and for business success. Goodbye.